Okay, hello. So, I have. Where did I put them? Okay, they're over here. Yeah. So, mainly my February is going to be about more self love than like romantic love. And so, in my self love vlogs, the first one I'm going to read is some plus size romances because, let's face it, I'm not exactly a skinny girl. I'm not exactly a skinny woman, and to emphasize the rep and to show that. Damn it, my actions caused my microphone to fall off. And I'm going to prove that plus size people should not be stopped finding love by reading some plus size books. So I have The Do's and Donuts of Love by Adiba Jai Gurdar, I think. I probably butchered the hell out of that pronunciation. I will learn how to say it by the time I start reading it. And then I also have If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy, which is, what I can tell, a Cinderella retelling with a plus size lead. And then I'm also going to do an audiobook of Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade, because I've heard so much about that and I've always been curious. So, yeah, these will be my 3 reads for Self-Love February. And I'll catch you guys when I start reading them. Bye! Okay, so I have finished my first book for this vlog. I really enjoyed this one. Like, I literally started it and finished it yesterday. Like, it's such like a positive story. Because it's like, wait, is my lighting crap again? You know what? Hold please. Anyway, like I was saying before, this is just such a, like, positive book. It's about Cindy, and she meets she's on her way back from New York to LA, and she meets this handsome stranger on a plane. She meets this handsome stranger on a plane. She doesn't know his name, so she calls him Prince Charming. And then, when she gets back to LA, her stepmother Erica and 2 stepsisters, they're happy to see her. What I like about this version of Cinderella is that she actually has a good relationship with her stepmother and step-siblings. Yeah. It's just great to see that there was just everyone just liked each other, like she didn't have anyone outrightly hate her. Anyway, Erica is the producer of this reality TV show called Before Midnight. And she needs people to fill in. She needs people to fill in on the show when a couple of the contestants drop out. So she gets the 2 stepsisters and Cindy to be contestants. And who was the handsome suitor on the show? Aeroplane, Prince Charming from the plane, who Cindy now knows as Henry. But yeah, this was just such a, like, cute, just such a positive, good story. Cindy has, like, all this like body positivity, confidence in herself. The girls are actually nice to each other. Like, there's no unnecessary hate towards any of them. And yeah, I just like the fact that it's all just a bunch of, like, girls supporting each other while they win over this guy. And and the prince doesn't want anyone plus Cindy, which I like. But yeah, this is just such a good, well-written story about positivity and about the fact that, and about just genuine girl friendships and relationships. Because I'm so tired of seeing the plus-size person being made fun of or whatever. But yeah, this was just such a cute, charming little book. It is 100% 5 stars. But yeah, it's just, I really liked this book. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye! Hello! So, I have now finished my second book for this video, The Do's and Donuts of Love. This was an interesting book, actually, because it started off kind of slow, and then went a route that I didn't expect it to. There was a lot of talk about, like, racism and stuff, but, yeah, I can't give it more than a 3, though, because of, like, I don't know, it didn't do anything different than other romances, especially ones that I've given 5 stars before, and, yeah, but, essentially, this is about Shireen, and she enters a baking competition, and she has to compete with her ex-girlfriend, Chris, who she may or may not still have feelings for. And then there's also this new girl, Nima, I think it is. It's Irish. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. But, yeah, so she has to figure out whether she wants to be with Chris or deal with the new feelings that she's getting for this new girl, Nima. Now, I'm not going to get much into what happens with that because it's massive spoilers in this book. But, yeah, essentially she's on this baking show, the, like, Junior Irish Bake Off or something. But either way, it's 100% just a rip-off of the Great British Bake Off. But, yeah, like I said, I thought this was fine. There were, like, so many puns. Like, each chapter title was a pun in itself. But yeah, I did like that the main character was a plus-size person who was also a person of color. That was quite intriguing. And, yeah, they kept focusing on, like, the feelings of, like, racism and how that can affect how certain things go on the show. But yeah, this was quite well done, but I can't give it more than a 3. But hold on. I have read one thing by this author before, and one thing I noticed is if you look on the cover of this one, they're back to back facing each other. And if you look on this one, it's got a similar cover. Hold on. It's got a similar cover style on this one, where they're like looking at each other and sort of holding hands. And they're by the same author, so I don't think that... I'm not as sure if that was intentional, but it's just something that I noticed. But yeah, overall, this was a cute book. It's a 3-star. I don't think I'll read it again, but it was nice to read it. And I will catch you in the third and last book that I'm reading for this vlog. Bye! Hi. So, it is a few weeks later since I did the last clip, but I have finally finished the last book for this video, so I can finally get this video up. But yeah, so my third book for this little video was Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. This is essentially about this woman who writes fan fiction on the internet, and she gets asked out by this famous celebrity who she does have a crush on. And yeah, she's a plus size girl and he's this famous celebrity. It originally started as a publicity stunt and then it grew into real love. But yeah, I don't really know how to I'm not really good at describing things without spoilers. So I'm just going to sum it up as best I can. Essentially, these two have quite a bit in common. Like, more in common than they thought. Like, they both have a bunch of family issues. They both have stuff that they're dealing with. And it's later revealed that this celebrity, Marcus, already knew and had a relationship and friendship with April, who's the girl in this situation. But only he knows that for a majority of this book. I feel like it would have been easier to just tell her, but yeah, there was a lot happening. But yeah, I gave this book 4 stars because it was good, it was well written, but it's not like a new favorite. Because there was some stuff that I'd probably fix, because there was a lot of there was some miscommunication in here that could have been done differently, but overall it was handled well, and I can now finally outro this video and put it up. So I will see you in the next one. This has been my little Valentine's self-love video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!